bit, so that's the important part. For the rings, we want to be in control position, and that's all the correct belts in. You don't need to be in that position. Think about like straight down, hooking your tailbone. And I would say calisthenics basically is just body weight strength training. But there's different types of calisthenics, or people will do calisthenics in different ways. So I think essentially what we try and do is just use our body to improve our movement capacity while trying to learn how to use our body to leverage different muscles while we're trying to get stronger and just improve how we move every day.
So exercise with weights and calisthenics have two separate goals. They're both a type of exercise called resistance exercise, but one is more loaded, the ones with weights, than calisthenics. And so for people starting out, calisthenics can be a great way to start, or if they have limitations like they don't have equipment because they're traveling, or a lack of resources like access to a gym. But in order to progress in the exercise, to keep seeing an increase in fitness, there does have to be additional stimulus. So this is where adding in resistance exercise with weights can help, or challenging yourself with the calisthenics.
So it's going to be a lot of chest, a lot of tricep. So if you can't do the
I think it's very beneficial. I'm an older person, probably one of the older people in the class here, and for me, it's more maintenance. I don't want to lose a lot of muscle mass, and I'm not going to be a super athlete or anything, but it's just a good way to keep muscle tone as you grow older without risking a lot of injury, I think. So it's a perfect fit for me.
And just when we squeeze at the start, don't stop.
I've been doing calisthenics for the better part of 5 years, and I found it to be incredibly beneficial in that it's helped me with injury prevention. I've been able to feel stronger, not only in my muscles where I typically feel stronger from weightlifting, but also in my joints and tendons, which I found to be lacking through traditional weight training. And that has transferred a lot into tennis and cycling. In general, I just feel better.
That's all I do, and I feel like I'm as strong, if not stronger, than when I just did normal weight training or traditional strength training. Push, 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 push. Back to the middle.
Once I started incorporating calisthenics, I also started thinking about my warm-ups and cool-downs differently. I also started thinking about weight training when I do engage with it a little bit more intentionally, where I'm more focused on the full range of motion. And I think the biggest benefit is your mind-body connection goes through the roof with calisthenics.
Push the shoulder blades down as much as we can, so we're not relaxed through the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good job.
For not everybody would be able to progress with calisthenics. So for example, it might involve, instead of doing push-ups on your hands and your toes, doing push-up with your toes on a bench. And that might not be safe for everyone, so it really depends. And again, going back to looking at the person's goals and making the exercise individualized for the person.
Our unilateral push-up back to our plank, out, push, With calisthenics, you can definitely build a lot of muscle, you can build a lot of strength. The key to doing that is understanding the progressions and regressions, rep ranges and intensity of the exercises as well. So like traditional strength training, if you're trying to build maximal overall strength, you need to increase the intensity of each rep, where you're only maybe able to do like 1 to 3 to 5 reps. And that's going to transfer into your overall maximal strength. So what we try and do is figure out how to do stuff like that with our body weight.
One of the benefits of calisthenics is that it does remove one barrier to exercise for people. Cost and time are big barriers for a lot of people. And we saw this during the pandemic when calisthenics experienced a surge in popularity. And we're still seeing that because a person doesn't have to take additional time to drive to a gym. They could do it in their home or in their work or at the park. And then also it doesn't have an additional cost because there really isn't much equipment associated with it.
Like 10, 15 seconds. That's true, actually.